I'm doing this video in the days between the 8th day of Hanukkah, which is called Zot Hanukkah, and the 10th of Tevet, which is always 7 or 8 days after Hanukkah. So there's a week. There's a week between the 8th day of Hanukkah and the 10th of Tevet. And those are the days that the lights of Beth Shammai used to do after the Beth Hillel, so to speak. So this is the week. This is where we can go from 8 to 1 candles. And I observed this week. And I still light Hanukkah candles, and these Hanukkah candles, it's very much like the week between Christmas and New Year's. You see? It's a week there also. And this is a week between the theoretical end of Hanukkah and the real end of Hanukkah. And the real end of Hanukkah comes on the 10th of Tevet, when the siege, when the circling of Jerusalem started, and the beginning of the end, so to speak. And we have a preparation for this. We have a warning for all this. You see? And if we, theoretically, what they say, come together as one, in the time before, there wouldn't have been a destruction of the temple. Because the siege only started a year and a half before the destruction. So the point here that I'm trying to make is that we always have time to rectify. And this is a very interesting time right now for that because of the coronavirus. And now all of a sudden, during this little period here of these days between Zot Hanukkah and the 10th of Tevet, we've approaching Christmas, we've gotten this new strain, theoretically from England, the UK, this strain of coronavirus. And so what are we doing about it? How are we handling it? And all that. But for me, the beginning of the end is a chance for celebration. For some weird reason, we needed the destruction of the temple. We needed to be put in the diaspora. So the destruction of the temple is a bracha. It's a blessing. And it's a perfect day for this weird thing that I'm suggesting, because it's Christmas this year. So instead of a fast on the 10th of Tevet, because of the destruction, it's a celebration. It's a celebration because the world is celebrating on Christmas. And so should we. We should celebrate the beginning of the end, because we had to have an end of the temple so that there could be a rebuilding of the temple. So destiny could be fulfilled. So everything could play out. So we need everything that's transpired. And so everything is a blessing. Everything should be done with pleasure, with simcha. And this is brought out when you do both sets of candles of the Beth Hillel of 1 to 8, and then the Beth Shammai of 8 to 1. and it depends on how many days there are in the month of Kislev. And then the last day, the one candle, which is the meaningful candle, because you only need one candle to light infinity. One candle is the secret. And so this day that's coming up, Christmas Day of 2020, is the 10th of Tevet, and for us, it's a day of celebration, because in the future, the fasts will be days of feasting. It's like that the 9th of Av will be the holiest day of the year. And they even say that the Mashiach was born on the 9th of Av. And so here we are. On Christmas, it's another parallel. Sefti Svi, or however you pronounce Shabbati Shevi, was the one that said that in the future the 9th of Av will be a big celebration. And that's it. We have to go through these processes of time. We have to go through our destiny. What we can do is realize how the game is being played. What we have is the choice of being involved there with sadness and tears, or besimcha. And besimcha is a laughing yoga. It's a misunderstanding without it. It's a laughing yoga. Those who cry don't understand. Those who ask don't understand. Those who understand don't understand. It's beyond understanding. It's beyond the duality of logic and what we're taught in school about right and wrong. There's only right. It's only a right hand. And both hands come up. It's only right. It's only beautiful. It's a laugh. It's a laugh. That they tried to hold you back from pleasure. The pleasure in the body. They tried to hold you back, and they've done it. They've done it to me. An old man I am. They've done it to me. I am an old man. They won with me. And I leave my legacy that they don't win with you. This is my legacy. My leg to stand on. No one has a leg to stand on. That's what I leave. I'm not fearful, I'm loveful. And when you're in love, there are no rules. There are no rules. There are no walls to block you. If you don't jump over the fence, you're not in love. And you'll always be sorry for yourself. I look back. I look back through the dalet in the back of my head. I look back. And these are the days, the propitious days between the 8th day of Hanukkah and the 10th of Tevet. And these are the days to get into the levels of Ein Sof that are only available in these days, only available in these days. And if you stayed till the end of this video, you'll be in them too.